Welcome to Touhou Spell Carnival. Before we get into this video, I do want to let you know that I did get a free copy of this product from keymailer.co. I wanted to let you know that before we got into it. But let me tell you a little bit about the game before I tell you my feelings of it. Gensyoko is a remote island isolated from the outside world where humans and yokai live side by side. There are mysterious pillars towering over various locations throughout Gensyoko. These pillars signaled the start of the Spell Carnival, a festival hosted by Yokari, where one must put their spell cards on the line in battle. In order to investigate the true intentions of Yukari, who initiated the Spell Carnival so suddenly, Reimu joins the fight for spell cards.
Yoshi! 全部やっつけたな!
Now let me tell you some positives. I really enjoy the way this game looks. Each animation style looks very well done. I like the images that are used for the story portions of the game, but I will say that I do wish that there was an English version of the dub, because there is only the Japanese with the English subtitles, and I wish there was a English dub for it. But other than that, I do like the way the characters look in this game, and I enjoy the gameplay looks. I like the way that the gameplay looks. It's very bright, very colorful, and I think that it is very stylistic. But when it comes to the actual gameplay itself, I'm not the hugest fan of the game. I really don't like the way that it feels. It's very clustered. It's very all over the place. I would have liked it a lot more if it was a turn-based strategy, but it is not a turn-based strategy. It's in real time, but the real-time strategy aspect is all happening at one time. There's a lot of differences in powers, and there's just a lot hitting the screen at one time. And yes, it is visually pleasing, but it's very difficult to figure out what you're supposed to be doing and how you're supposed to be doing it. And that's me playing on easy mode. And I know that there's a medium and a hard, and it was already difficult for me enough for easy. You have the opportunity to use graze, move, or skills, and while you're using them, other characters are also using theirs. So the enemies, no matter how many enemies are on the screen, they're all moving at one time, shooting lasers, shooting things, and moving, grazing, all that kind of stuff, and you're also doing it in real time with it. There's these little power-ups, little boosts that you can get, that you can pick up while moving around on the board, but also there are these special moves that you have that eventually you could get up to that and do a big special move. Each character has different special moves, but also there are inventories, there's armor, there's a good bit of quality items in this game. There's a lot of, customization that you have for your characters once you start unlocking things while progressing through the story mode. But like I said, progressing through the story mode is a little bit difficult for me because I really dislike the way that it plays. And I will say, I do enjoy the anime style of the game, but when it comes to the actual gameplay, I think that it falls short. But if you feel like you would enjoy it from just looking at this gameplay, watching this video, definitely go try it out, because it may not be my cup of tea, but it could be yours. So, thanks so much. All I really did want to talk about was the stylistic choices of the game, how pretty it was, but also talk about how I felt the gameplay was lacking, in my opinion. But that's only because that is the way that they created the game. It's not necessarily bad in execution of the type of game that it is, but the type of game that it is isn't purely what I enjoy. So, if you want to play this game, go check it out. The story mode is pretty interesting, and there's a lot of humor throughout as well that actually gave me a few chuckles. The biggest negative for me is just the gameplay itself, and I wish that I did enjoy it, but I just don't. So I did not finish the game, so this isn't necessarily the best review out there, but I did play it for a good hour and a half, 2 hours, and it just did not feel smooth enough for me to continue playing. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up, all that kind of stuff, and as always, I will see you next time. Goodbye!